Hello everybody and welcome back to Sky Factory 4 with me, Scryptar, and this guy.
Hello!
That's right in my ear. Perfect! So, where are we? Episode 6, I believe, right?
Yeah.
We're still in the single digits. I can't believe that. It feels like we've been doing this for ages. It's so much fun. So, between episodes, we didn't do too much. I did exchange the cabinet over here. You know, we had two stacked on top of each other. One up there for our cars, like the ingot cars down there, and one for the resources to go into the smeltery. Turns out we needed more space, so I put a tiny little chest here. Yeah. Well, can you smell what the rock is cooking? Currently it's molten iron. I made the tool racks from cooking for blockheads. These are pretty easy. Tool rack. Where is it? Right here. It's just some slabs and some iron nuggets. So really, really cheap. And you can just right click stuff on there. And that looks so nice. I think that's a wonderful addition here. Other than that, the floor is gone over here. Don't worry. It's coming back. Yeah, this is not a coal block. This is the drawbridge from Ender Utilities. Let's have a look at that real quick. This mod is really cool. Ender Utilities, there you go. Has a lot of things. Cheaty water wand, super cheaty water wand. Sure, why not, right? Just a storage unit. There's so many things here that I have no clue of and that we probably want to get into. A large memory chest. Sure, why not? Energy bridge. That sounds really interesting, but we need nether star, so we can't really do that yet. But there is the drawbridge right here, and that's just sticky piston and these ender alloys. And these are just 4 ender alloys of 4 iron ingots and an ender pearl. That's a pretty decent recipe, I would say. And then with these, if you hold shift here, max length is 64 blocks for the normal one, 32 for the advanced one. Don't know why that is a thing. But then the advanced version can use different blocks for each position. So you can put down the floor here, and then basically go in here, right click, and say, take block states from world, and it just saves the blocks. As you can see, I've set this to length 18. And the delay should not be 4. That's just a glitch. Should be 2. And it is 2. I just click plus. Say. Yeah, that's lovely. And they just take a redstone signal, as you can see. And you need to put in the blocks here. That's how that works. It's pretty cool. Now we're going to get into some of these things probably a little bit later. Not today, though. Junk storage unit. That's something for Scott. It's an ender bucket. That sounds interesting. Tank mode chunk loads for 30 seconds on use. I don't know if that's any use, but yeah, well, we're definitely going to go through and have a look. The handy bags are something that we really would like to get into. That is a huge inventory upgrade. Oh, we'll see about that. Not today. Not today. No. Today, Scott is going to extend our mob farm over there. Not that we really need it that much, but we do get some cool stuff. And some of that we're going to use a later. We're just going to put a floor on top, as big as the chunk is over there. Let's go over there. I mean, I did explain that before. Each of these platforms is exactly one chunk. So we're going to put a floor on top there where the slabs are, right to the boundaries of this platform. And then probably interior 3 high, put some more vector plates down, make a hole in the roof here so they can drop down, and then this one mob measure will take care of everything. I also put all the upgrades in there. I remember we had just a couple or a handful in there because they were just too stupid to make. You know, it takes too long. You need to craft all the swords and all the axes or whatever that was. Yeah, now it has 10 for each. Looting, beheading, and damage. And as you can see, it's working quite nicely. So we should be getting stuff way more frequently. Then, as for the saplings, they are growing. They are doing their thing. There's still one more we need to make. And as we promised last time, we quickly went to the nether and grabbed all the materials. So, this should be possible now. See, there's 4 seeds. And then that one. And there's the prosperity sapling. Yes, that's what it's called. The prosperity sapling. Any objections?
Nope.
Wasn't me. Right, sapling's done. I also got rid of the resource pack I've been using. if we quickly look in here, options, resource pack, I'm usually using the Faithful 32 and the modded Faithful 32. So the regular one is for the vanilla blocks and the modded one is for a lot of the modded blocks. I noticed... Jeez, fishing, look at that. I noticed that the advancement book wasn't showing up as it should. As you can see right now it is, and it's just the resource packs. It might just be the modded one, it might just be the vanilla one. I just get rid of them. So first page is done, that looks good, right? The second page, a lot of it is done. This is something we want to do just because it is a thing, an advancement that we want to have. Other than that, there are other options to get good inventory upgrades. So a lot of this we already have. Craft an unbreakable Tinker's Construct tool or weapon. Yeah, that is something... You have to level up your weapon before you can do that. Or you just make a very, very cheap one that has 5 modifiers and then throw it away once you're done. Age of Farming. We want to get into the next mulch. Now for the next mulch, we need biofuel. Biofuel is from Mekanism. Any culinary item, potatoes, saplings, whatever, anything you can throw in the culinary generator basically, creates substrate. Or biofuel. Substrate is the next thing after that. Which is required for the next mulch, I believe. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, see, right there. And that needs water and ethylene, hydrogen, yeah, all the things. So, that's going to be a bit of crafting. But to get into Mekanism, now that we have power, we can finally do that. We also want to get to the digital miner, right? That is a Mekanism thing. It needs all these things. This atomic alloy and this basic control circuit, those are Mekanism things. Same as the teleportation core, they need a bunch of things. Yeah, you see, Mekanism, machinery. So to get this started, first thing we want is the Metallurgic Infuser. Now that needs iron, osmium, redstone, and some furnace. We can do that. Let's get started with that real quick. Probably don't have all the things. Oh, the only thing we're missing is the furnace. Might as well craft a bunch. Here's a stack. We always seem to need furnaces, so why not, right? There's one. So let's have a look at the uses for this one. This is a bit of a weird thing. When I put this down, I'm going to show you, but basically, you put 2 items in and you get 1 items out. And as you can see here, there's a bunch of things that go into this left slot. The most important things are diamond, obsidian, more diamond, redstone, and coal. So we want to have 4 of these, just to set that up, because this goes into the interior tank. You can't take it back out and put something else in. So whenever there's something left over and you want to do this recipe and you have this in there, it won't work. So it's good to have 4 different ones. So might as well, you know. What are we missing now? Why are we missing osmium ingots? Do we not have osmium ingots right now? That's a bit of a thing. We're working on that, right? Kinda. I'm gonna have to set some priorities here in a second. Might as well. There you go. It's not making osmium. So, it's not really a thing I want to do. Mekanism can do that, though. Mekanism can actually do some amazing things here. So, let's have a look. We want this, the crushing factory. And with the crushing factory, you can take the ember. Let's just look at the ember. It probably is easier. Ember, let's take the osmium one. Uses. See, there's all the mechanism stuff up here. Purification chamber makes 3 osmium clumps. Osmium clump can go into the crusher and become osmium dust, dirty osmium dust. That can be put into enrichment chamber and become osmium dust. And then we can put it in the smelter and 1 dust makes 1 ingot. So we can actually triple our ores here because 1 ember will make 3 of these clumps. That's one thing we can do. What there? Keys on my keyboard. What else could we do? The chemical injection chamber makes 4 of these osmium shards. 1 shard becomes 1 clump, and 1 clump, you know, the same as before. So we can actually quadruple stuff. And the smeltery thing over here makes 2 ingots out of 1 ember. So that's just ore doubling. I mean, not that we're short on ore, right? This will be a double stack for each stack in ingots. So, yeah. But it's something we could do. So there's a lot of machinery we want to have, some of which we actually do need to get to this digital miner. One of the big things is steel. Now, how do we get steel? The first way to get it is using an energized smelter or something like that, and put steel blend in there. Now, steel blend can be made in the Metallurgic Infuser, but the Metallurgic Infuser is the one that we just made. So that is a thing we can do. Just charcoal and iron ingot makes that. There is also... yeah, energized smelter works. You could also use an alloy furnace. That is weird. What does that do? You know what? Let's just get cracking. Let's start setting this up, and then we will run into these things eventually. And I will show you what we need. We're gonna go over here, because over here we have some room. So, probably want to have some energy first. So how about putting away the phaser rifle, because that's not gonna help right now. Well, you know, Scott could show up. Listen to that. There's the bundled cables, and then we need an energy extraction cable. Just one. One is good. And these we're just going to put underneath here. Is that okay? We need 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's another 3. That's not enough. Does that connect? Wow. That's interesting. I don't want that to connect. But for now, I guess... yeah, okay. Might as well start over here. There you go. We're going to need a flux point. Make a bunch in between, just so we have them. There you go. Set that to our network. And yeah, we could disable the limit here, but then again, it's not like we would make as much energy so that we could actually afford to disable that. Alright, so Metallurgic Infuser, number 1, goes here. Big thing. Now, these machines are a little different from the ones you're used to. First of all, we have an energy tab down here. Once you click that, you can switch between the different, I just wanted to say currencies. The different units. It's doing Joule, RF, EU, and Tesla, I believe. So we're just going to go with RF because that's the one we're using. FE, RF, it's all the same, right? Then you have a side config that tells you which one is input and output. You have auto eject on and off. Yo. So currently it's outputting to the right, which we don't want. We're just going to switch everything off. There you go. So now it's not accepting anything from any side. Lovely. We need to put some coal in here, and that will fill up that. So let's do that. Cool. I'll have a bit. And this is fairly inefficient what we're doing here. So that's filling up, or you can barely see it because it's black on black. 640 carbon, 64 coal, makes 640 carbon, so that's 10 each, right? There will be, let's have a look at this. There will be the compressed carbon, which we make on one of the machines, which will, what is it, octuple that? Yeah, it's 8 times. So you just put coal into an enrichment chamber and you get these. And they provide 8 times as much. So that's this one piece of coal is 10 and this is 80. Which is quite nice. Resources just tend to last a little bit longer if you do that. So yeah, that's something we're definitely going to do. Alright, that is set up. So first thing we want to do is make some steel. So let's grab some iron. Iron. A stack, please. Drop that in here. And that should just start working. It should be using 10 per. Let's have a quick look. Boop. Yeah, it does. It is using 20 RF per tick. That's easy. We have that, no problem. It has a lot of internal storage, as you can see. And we can do some stuff here. Dump, yeah. If you have some excess, you can dump excess. We're not going to do that. You can put upgrades in here. And these should rotate through. There's speed, there's energy, there's sound muffling. Is that it? Yeah, that's it for this one. As it says here, supported. Now, if we put speed upgrades in here, this thing will go way faster but use way more energy. If you put efficiency upgrades in there, then it will kind of even itself out. So let's have a look at those. Can we actually make those right now? They are those up here. Speed upgrade needs Osmium Dust and Enriched Alloy and Glass. Well, Osmium Dust is not a big deal. We just need a crusher for that. We could use the manufactory. Or we could use the crusher. For the crusher, we need the steel casing. See, that's our issue. We're still working on the steel. For the manufactory, we don't. We just need some lead. And this copper solenoid, which is iron and copper. We can do that, no problem. I think we need one anyway. A little bit later to make graphite dust for something. I can't even remember for what, but we're definitely gonna need it. I went through this, I know what I'm doing. Then for the energy upgrade, we need the same, just with pulverized gold. And the muffling upgrade is the same, just with steel. Now the only thing here is the Enriched Alloy, really. And the Enriched Alloy is made in the Metallurgic Infuser, but with redstone and iron instead of coal and iron. So we do want to have another one. We should have some osmium now, so let's see if we can make some more. 1, 2, 3. And as you can see on the side here, these can be upgraded. This is all the same machine. This is the very, very basic one. Then the first upgrade is the basic infusing factory. Then we have the advanced one and the elite one. And they become better the more you do with them. With left shift and M for description. A machine that serves as an upgrade to regular machinery, allowing for multiple processing operations to occur at once. Yeah, that's not a lie. That's pretty much true. What you can do is, when you want to craft them, you just use the basic machine and put all the upgrades around it to make the bigger one. As you can see, this goes on and on. Yeah, it becomes a little more complex. Or you can make these cards. The basic, the advanced, the elite, and the ultimate tier installer. They work a little different. You just have planks in the middle instead of the machinery, but you do need all the rest. So it's the same recipe, plus you lose 1 plank. I think that's a fair trade. For that we need more osmium. Look at that. Yeah. Alright, I think we're gonna do that. Put please these in my hotbar. So 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. And you don't really want to go in here every time and have to set this. And there is a tool. It's the configurator. Yes, can we do that real quick? Not really, because we need to have the enriched alloy first. Well, let's get to it. Let's grab some redstone. Redstone stack. And give me that iron, why not? And you in there, and you in there. And that should get cracking. Why aren't you going? This is empty. Oh! When you press the dump button, you dump what's in here, not what's in here. Yeah, that was stupid. We just lost a little bit of coal. And not to worry, we have more. I made some. There you go. That's working again. And we're making these. Lovely. Okay, so I'm gonna let that run for a moment or two. I'll meet you guys right back, and then we get into more crafting. Well, it looks pretty ugly, but it is working. We need to get into some better pipes here. Definitely. I don't like how these pipes, the ones we've been using here, have their own inventory, and stuff can get stuck in there, which you don't really see. And these uppers, they take up a full block space, so I can't access what's behind it. Yeah. But what I did now is I configured one of these Metallurgic Infusers like this. So we have output to the top, input from the front, that's the back. Auto eject on, so it actually pushes items out. And then what you can do is you make this configuration card. I did make the configurator, but the configuration card is really what you need. Relatively cheap, you just need this one, which is an Osmium Ingot. Made some. Well, they're currently being made. Yep, right here. Lovely. And then what you do is you configure one of them, and if you want the others the same way, you shift right click, and you can see it says retrieve configuration data, and then you right click. You can only do that once. So then you have to shift right click, shift right click, until you're done. It's a little bit hideous because it doesn't save it for long, but it's doing its thing, you know, it's working, it's all fine. Right, so that is going. So next thing we want is we want to make sure that we don't waste resources. We want to put the good resources in here, right? Let's see. Also, that steel blend will come in handy in a second. So, where are we? Oh, I went away, yeah. We've done that, so I deleted it from the list. Where is the stuff I need? Enrichment Chamber, there you go. The Enrichment Chamber is the one that does the lovely things for us. Like... oh, there it was. Right here. Redstone into compressed redstone. And the same goes for diamond and all the other stuff. It's somewhere in here. Diamond is right here. Yeah. So, to make that, We need these two, we have that, but we also need the steel casing. Now for the steel casing we need steel ingot. We only have steel blend. So this can be made in the energized smelter using the steel blend. We could put that in the vanilla furnace, we could put that in the tinker's machine, but, you know, honestly, since we're using power now, might as well stick to it. So, where is it? That thing. Glass, redstone, steel casing. Right. It's a bit of a catch-22, right? Isn't it? You want an energized smelter? For that you need steel. We could go and do, what was it, the alloy furnace? That does make steel, but you know, it's alloying, so you can't use the steel blend in here. You can make steel from iron and graphite, or iron and coal, that would work. Don't like the recipe though. So 2-to-1 ratio here, and we're currently doing 1-to-1, so that's already better. So nah, that's not the thing. Manufacturing, what can you do for us? We can do a lot of things, but nothing that we need right now. I'm going to get into that though. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to quickly go over here and cook up some of the steel blend to make one casing. There you go. There's some stone that nobody needs. Let's put 4 in there. Is that your stone right here?
Yep.
Lovely. I'm going to put that into the system and steal the XP.
All 4 furnaces should have stone in them.
Yeah, they're all done.
Okay.
It's in storage now. Speaking of which, just go over here and dump all my stuff. There you go. Just in case I die and lose it. Oh, that's 2. There's 3. Oh, that just glitched. I put 4 in here, right? And 1 makes 1. Yes, but I shift-clicked 2 out of there while the 2 changed over to 3. So I had 2 in here and there was still 3 in here. So now I have 6 in total. Well, sure, okay, I just ore doubled. Lovely. We want, doesn't matter which one, we want this. Gimme. Steel casing, done. Now, where is, there it is, energized smelter. Can I do it? Sure can. Thank you very much. Let's come over here and set that up. That was perfect. That was so perfect. There. Lovely. So you know what? We're just gonna configure you the same way, even though there's nothing there yet. At least you're not putting it to the left and right or anything stupid. Alright, you, make this. That thing is loud. As they all are. Alright, so let's look again into these upgrades. This we should be able to do relatively easily as soon as we get the Osmium Dust, for which we want the Crusher or the Enrichment Chamber. Now we can go Osmium Ember straight into Osmium Dust, and then we can smelt that, and each one of these makes 1 ingot. We can go Crusher, Osmium Ember to Osmium Dust. So we can go either or. Enrichment Chamber does more things though, usually. Okay, let's keep that in mind. How about you, Pulverized Gold? Enrichment Chamber or Crusher? The Crusher doesn't do the Ember, as you can see. The Enrichment Chamber does. Okay. Muffling upgrade. Needs steel. Metallurgic Infuser does that for us. Crusher would do the ingots. Don't really care about that. Manufacturing, nah. So we just stick to the Metallurgic Infuser here. Anything else that we need straight away? We will need this eventually. It's pulverized iron. Enrichment Chamber. Right from the Ember. We could set up auto export and just make all the pulverized iron and then auto import that and just smelt it up. That would be a cool thing to do. I think we're going to go with the Enrichment Chamber here. Which is something we wanted to make anyway, remember? Because this makes all the fun stuff, like the compressed stuff that we want to have. Okay, so then, get cracking on this. Steel casing. Gimme. Oh, you're running hot there, look at that. That's looking pretty spiffy. Let's see if we can do that. We should have all the materials. I say should very lightly. Yeah, obviously we want that steel casing. Thank you, game. What's missing now? Steel, glass, osmium? Do we not have glass? Did you just steal all the glass?
No.
There was
It's
64
sitting
in there.
the crafting table. There's 29 and 29 sitting in the crafting table right now.
I hate this thing. If you don't hit X, it's just sitting there. Yeah, it auto refills. That's a bit of a thing. Well,
Yeah.
since we're here, there, and then do that. Ugh. Press the right button. There, Enrichment Chamber. God, let's put that here. How are we on power? What are we losing right now? Network stats. Nothing. I'm good with nothing. 20 RF per tank. Yeah, and it's slow. Relatively slow. Alright, so I think the first thing we want to do is grab some redstone. There you go. Throw that in here. Alright, so this is going though, which is quite nice. You can't just put that straight in here because if you look at the configuration here, that's input. There is another one, which is this one, that's infuse, and that's the one we're looking at. This is the infusion material. That one, which goes there. That fills it up quite nicely. Yeah, it's going. It's going. It's making the things. There you go. More basic stuff. Nothing in those yet. Working on it. Working on it. This isn't really that fast though, so we should get cracking on that. We need osmium dust. And we need gold dust. And a crap ton more of these alloys. Sure. Well, we do have some of those, right? That should be good for now. So, let's grab some osmium. I have some here. Oh, that didn't work. Stack. Well, let's get half a stack. And some gold. Also half a stack. Well then. This is running. Yeah, change of plans. As you can see, I changed it up a little bit. So what we have here now, this is going to be our smelting production straight, for lack of a better word. There's still one thing missing here. We're going to get to that. Then we have the purification chamber, which will put the stuff into the crusher, which will put the stuff into the enrichment chamber, and from there into the smelter, which is going to take, well, the pulverized version of whatever we have and turn it into the ingots, which are going up here. Working quite nicely. We can interrupt this at any station, just go, you know what, you just don't output. You know, I'd switch it off right now. For now, stuff that's made in here goes here. That's where it needs to go. We're going to put that straight into the system. Then we have the Metallurgic Infusers. This is the one with carbon. As you can see, we have it filtered down here. So this is an extraction cable which will put that stuff in there automatically whenever it has some in the system. There's the one for redstone. The one for diamond. So I went ahead and made one of these compressed diamonds real quick. And then we still have the compressed obsidian, which is a little more work, but that will go in here. And finally we have the Osmium Compressor, which we don't need yet, but as you can see here, this also has two different slots. So one of the things will be applied down here. I don't know what it is yet, so I don't have it in there. Well, I do, but I haven't showed you yet. And this is set up the way it should be, so it will accept stuff from the front, output to the top, and the extra comes in from the bottom. So we just have to figure out a way to put in items from the front that doesn't look that ugly. So probably we're going to put some chests down here. Oh, there are these cabinets. And then an upper or those pipes, and just pipe it in there. That could work. At least these pipes don't take a full block, right? So that could be a thing. Even if they do have an inventory and things might get messy. We need better pipes. We might turn to thermodynamics for pipes, but you know, not just yet. Okay, you're still making gold. We had a bit of surplus there. So now let's get into speed upgrades. We should have enough material to do that. Wish. There's one. What's our alloy situation? Do we not have alloys? I just put a bunch of alloys on the system. Where did all the alloys go? Are you kidding me? Enriched Alloy, 0. I had like 20 in there. So in here. Pulverized gold is in here. There's all kinds of stuff in here. I also set up a trash can over here because the the player heads were getting out of control. So this thing is filtering. You don't need to be in here. Is filtering one of the heads. Sorry, generic B, it's you. With speed upgrades. We don't probably need all the speed upgrades right now because it's taken care of the heads, so I might as well take them back out. This needs to be set to ignore metadata because each of these heads has different data. If I don't do that, it will just be generic B set, and that would be kind of racist. Don't do that. If you switch it to ignore or dictionary, it will take any head or skull. That would get rid of things like where is it? There, Enderman head, spider head, creepers and such we already have in a folder. They should be in here. Yep, creeper head, skeleton skull, zombie head, those would be voided as well. But since they are going in here, there's not really a chance of that happening, so it doesn't really matter. Put another extraction up here for the heavy birthday cake, because that needs NBT data enabled instead of meta. Now that is working as well, so all of those are getting voided. We do have a healthy amount over here. We did have a healthy amount over here. That's all gone now. Lovely, so we don't need that anymore. Okay. Okay, I get it. Well, it is a little bit buggy. I mean, you saw me duplicating steel earlier. Now we just lost like 18 or 20 of our alloys, it seems. Let's see. There's more alloys. It did make some, so that's good. I'll put those in the system. Will they stay in there? Yeah, that worked. Cool. So I make a bunch more of these. Thank you very much. There's 8. 8 is the maximum you can put on here. And there's 2 ways of doing that. Which one do we want to start with? Probably you. Well, technically you, because we need more. So I guess that would be a thing. You can go in here in the upgrade slot and just put them up here. And then you can see this takes a moment to take effect. Now if you put speed upgrades in here, the speed of the machinery increases, and this will increase as well. What you can also do is you can just shift right click them in there, and as you can see they go in there instantly. No need to wait. Now however we're using 2000 RF per tick. 8000 RF per tick. Yeah, that's not gonna work. That's gonna drain this battery relatively easily, I believe. Are you outputting anything? No. Where's it draining from? Probably the cable buffer right now. Yeah. It's going faster. Okay. Since that is going, we should have more alloys. Look at that. I'm going to put those in the system, and we're going to make the energy upgrade real quick. There you go. I'm also going to put those in there. All 8 of them. Now we're down to 0F. Lovely. That's because there's nothing happening right now. So let's grab more... What is it, iron? Yeah, iron. Let's grab another stack. Throw that in there. 200 RF per tick. Well, that's better. We can sustain that. And it's fast. It's good. Right. Let's put more in the system then. So we want more speed. We want a lot more speed upgrades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have that one. 7, 8, 9. 9 times 8 is what these can hold. Yeah. That's 72. That's gonna take a bit. And each one of these needs 2 alloys, right? Yep. Makes only 1. And then these, again, 72. For the muffling it's not that bad, because you can only put 4 in there and then it's completely silent. We might as well skip on that and use that thing. Because that is dirt cheap, and we can just put one on here. Huge radius and just get rid of the sounds we don't want. That could work. Probably gonna play around with that off cam a little bit. For now, I'm pretty happy in just getting the stuff that we need. Let's put all that back in there. Alright, next thing we want to do, or the last thing we want to do, I think, is this one, the chemical injection chamber. And as you can see, that's a bit of a bigger recipe. So first of all, that needs a purification chamber, that needs an enrichment chamber, that needs a steel casing. Steel casing we have, so this should be easy to do. We're missing a basic control circuit. Alright, this one is an osmium ingot in the Metallurgic Infuser. That's not bad that we just upgraded that one, right? So let's grab, oh, I don't know, grab a bunch. Let's grab 10. You just stopped working. Lovely. We should speed upgrade you. Let's do that real quick. There you go. And then grab some more redstone. No, I did not want to have those. Thank you. Put them back. Those. We're just gonna put them one in here and one in here to start. And you can see this is a little bit faster than before. Yup. And now, since this is empty, if I put these into the system, they should get exported. They are. And we can continue working. That is lovely. Lovely. Can't put that in there, so I'm just going to drop it in here. Cool. That keeps working for a while. Good. So now that we have that, we should be able to go through here. Where is it? There, there, there. One of these. What the heck? That one. Osmium Ingot, yeah, we should have that now, right? How many do we have? What do you call it? Circuit. I don't see any. That's probably because they're up here. Haha! It's so bad when it's not hooked up. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do that. Put some import cables on there. So this one, thank you very much. Then one step higher is this. Osmium Ingot we have, Enriched Alloy we have a bunch. Advanced control circuits is that. So let's get 2 of that going. Don't you think we're through the rabbit hole yet? Purification chamber, we have one of those running around. And now we need to make that into a chemical injection chamber. So we need reinforced alloy and we need elite control circuit. An elite control circuit is some more reinforced alloy and some more of these. And these are those, right? So we need 2 more of these. Lovely. And we need these, which is the enriched alloy in the diamond metallurgic infusor. Infusor. So we need 2 here. That's 2, 4, 6, 8. That means we need 8 of these alloys. But who's counting, right? There's not enough diamond in here. We can fix that probably. This we should have, except for that chamber which is in here. It's not what we want. That is what we want. Oh, where did that recipe come from? Chemical injection chamber. Get over here, please. And the way this works, now that we have to set it up, we want to... Technically I want to input from the bottom, but we do need the purple on the bottom here. So output to the right, yes, it's going to go into the next machine and then into the next and into the next. So we're going to input from the top. Energy you don't really have to configure, as long as the pipes connect, everything's fine. I mean, this has power. So I have these. It's not configured anywhere. They do have, so it's good. Okay, so what can we put in there? Do we still have some ember? Yes, we do. Let's take the Osmium Ember, why wouldn't we? So we put that in here. And then, as soon as you supply it with the gas it needs, like here, salt would work, or basic gas tank, anything that gives you hydrogen chloride, which we actually have to make from different things. Yeah, it's going to be a thing. We're going to have to set that up as well. It's going to be somewhere around here. We might even go a level deeper. We have to get into that anyway for more power, because these just won't cut it. And I have an idea for that, but we're going to get to that. So as soon as that is done, this will produce the shards. They go in here. This needs the same hydrogen chloride and will produce the dirty stuff. Then it goes into the crusher. That produces the crushed stuff. Then it gets enriched. And then it goes in here. And by the end, 1 ember makes 4 ingots. Yeah, that's going to go pretty nicely. Okay, so basic stuff is set up, right? That we don't need anymore. That we don't need right now. So digital miner, what do we need to get this going? We need a steel casing. Can do. That can do. Atomic alloy. It's just the reinforced alloy you just saw me make that. Thrown into the Metallurgic Infuser with the obsidian. Can do. There's some more of those. Basic. Can do. That can do. No problem. Robot needs refined obsidian ingot, for which we need the Osmium Compressor, which I made over here. So that needs 2 different things. It needs the Osmium Ingot and the refined Obsidian Dust. And the refined Obsidian Dust we get from Obsidian Dust, which is just obsidian. You get 2 dust per obsidian block in the Metallurgic Infuser with the diamond. And then you put that in here with the Osmium Ingot and you get this. So that shouldn't be a big deal, right? Looks doable. You need 2 of those. Energy tablet, the easiest of all. There's a personal chest, also easy, just some steel. So let me make all those resources, and I'll meet you guys right back when we start crafting the digital miner. And also this thing needs upgrades. Yeah. By the way, nobody knows where the horse went. It's here, you can hear it from time to time. And it's doing its thing, it's been grinding stuff. It's an invisible horse. No hitbox, nothing. It's probably fixed with next server reboot, we will see. Alright, but we should be ready to go now. All of these machines, all of them, are now completely upgraded speed and energy, as you can see. That took a moment or 2. I do have a sound muffler up there. It's not set up yet, it's completely empty. As opposed to this one. But I'm going to set that up over time whenever it's time to do that. So for now, let's see that we can make this. So first of all, we need 2 of these. Thank you. Wrong X. Why is that so big and this is so small? I mean, it's not like there's no space here. Seriously. Steel casing. Looks like we're missing some steel. Well, we have steel blend. Might as well. That goes in here, right? Yes. Pretty fast. This one is pretty silent. Or is that because you just... Recent. That. Is there more? Nope. Aha, now it is. So you have to X out of the inventory to do that, it seems. Or it might just take a moment to update, who knows. Who cares? It's working. But you did hear the horse. You did. I know you did. I did. There you go.
You're hearing things.
Shut up. 2 of these. And a robot would need a personal chest. Should be able to do that. Now that we have the steel, come on. Don't let me click twice all the time. Energy tablet, 1. Don't stack. 2. As you can see, they have NBT data. They are filling up with energy now. So they won't go into the recipe as such. You have to do that yourself. So, this guy. Wow, what are we missing then? Refined Obsidian Ingot. Well, let's get that going. We need 2 Osmium Ingot and 2 Refined Obsidian Dust. Refined Obsidian Dust is just Obsidian Dust in here. So let's get Obsidian, since we don't have any dust. And one of these makes 2, right? So that should be no big deal. Where do we process that actually? Is that the Enrichment Chamber? Melter, Manufactory? No. Enrichment Chamber. There you go. That's you in there. Thank you. That. That's you. There you go. Now we need the osmium. And put that in. Yeah. They are too fast for me to actually record the sound. Why are you only making one? What's happening? Is that not enough osmium? What the heck is that? It's stuck at 99%. Okay, well, let's get another osmium then. At least it's not the refined obsidian. Because that's more hassle to make. That was weird. Oh well, what can you do, right? So we should have that now. Need this, need that. What was it? This one? Yes, there's a robot. With power. Okay, sure, why not? And then we do this, put these in here. And we have a digital miner, ladies and gentlemen. Which is a tiny big thing, right there. Yeah. It does have slots for upgrades. We can put those in there because even if you break that, they stay. Can I actually just do this? No. So the speed ones first. And you can see this is going faster and faster and faster. Should. It's not. Probably because it doesn't have power. Come on. Well, they changed it. You know, this mod has been around for a while, and I've used it in a number of Minecraft versions. Okay, that's going in there. Use energy, we can use anchor. Anchor is chunk loading, I believe. So that might be something we want to do. Let's have a look at that. Anchor. These are machines chunk loaded, yes. Yeah, it's not too bad. We might as well make one of those. And then we're going to take this over to the Lost Cities dimension. We're going to start mining. There's a bunch to it. It's going to take a while to explain, and we're pretty much out of time for this episode. So, I'm just going to leave it here and play around with it next time. Now, I'm going to have a look at what Scott has been doing. Hello. Well, that's a mob farm right here.
Just a little one.
Yeah, I like that. 2x2 in the middle, that should be enough, even for spiders. They should be able to spawn here, no problem. There's a lot of spawn area, a lot of surface. It's totally dark in there. Yep. And they just fall down and they get crushed on the usual thing, which has an issue exporting, it seems. Are you full? Yes, you're full.
Yeah, I had to expand the chest because that other chest was just filling up, and then inside you were just seeing stuff floating everywhere.
Yeah, this is not how that works. We're gonna fix that. Just need some speed upgrade exporting, that's all.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna fix that, and we're gonna be right back next time. Here we are. So, see you guys next time when we go over to the Lost Cities and mine some more resources and hopefully progress a little in our lovely quest pack. Have a good one. See you soon.
Bye-bye.